Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to, wow, this spell's nonsense. So I've got the Chaos Bolt now, and I also have the, I believe we're the Necromancer. We can summon zombies and stuff to do things. Generally, they'll just charge at enemies. Wow, that has a long cooldown though. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh well, let's continue on through. So, I'm very curious, what does this one do? Oh, hey! It'll actually tell. I'll tell you what it says. Can you win with the powers reduced? Activating stasis will unleash the enemies and curse you with reduction all rune levels. Well, why not? No, it's still doing the double cursor thing, and I honestly, ow. I honestly don't know what the deal is with that. Well, seeing as we've never, we've never boosted our levels, who really cares if they're reduced? Now, the nice thing about Chaos Bolt is even though I have like two cursors and it's actually kind of hard to tell where I'm supposed to be shooting, it doesn't matter. Chaos Bolt shoots wherever the hell it wants, which is actually kind of cool. It's like rapid fire. And, I mean, realistically, I'm never going to be accurate with this, but it'll hit an enemy eventually. And it shoots fast enough if that eventually is probably sooner than later. Or never. Wow, this is actually getting to be kind of frustrating. Okay, let's just pile a couple shots into this dude. Eventually. I think I'd like to have Chaos Bolt and something a little bit more on the reliable side of things. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little while before we get a spell like that, potentially. Either way, there we go. We get a bonus. We can do 3% move speed, shock rune, speed rune, or light rune. All tempting. Let's try random. Apparently we get a shock rune. Sweet. And tab to pull out the map. Apparently there's a door down here. Yeah, there is. So we're in the forest. I actually really like the music in this game. Didn't really mention it on the previous episode, but the music is good. The visuals are actually growing on me. I mean, they're incredibly simplistic to the point where it's almost amateurish. Like, it's decent pixel art, but it doesn't feel like it's well, let's just say it's no chasm. But at the same time, it's still fairly decent. Like, especially the character sprites on the character creation section. That there is pretty good. Okay, and it looks like we've now got a double combiner, which means as soon as this mole creature, it's not a mole creature, it's like a worm thing. As soon as this is done screwing around underground, we can kill it and take its stuff. Okay, apparently we've leveled up too, so we can leave Holy Fire after killing an undead or demon creature. Increases rune drop chance by 10%. Flawless rune, get a long-lasting buff. Or Mental Mastery. Minimum and maximum rune levels for Mind and Entropy runes are -9 to 11. Boost it up. They're all tempting. Let's go with Scavenger. I want to have more runes, potentially. I don't even know. Whatever. Let's actually go in here, and it looks like we can combine some stuff. So we got Shock and Dark. Let's see what happens. We get Lightning Spear. It's got a fairly short cooldown. Let's just wait for the cooldown to go. And oh wow, it's close range. Interesting. Oh, but that's actually pretty good. So anybody that decides to get really up and close and personal with me is going to regret it. Which is pretty cool. So it's probably not going to be one that I'm going to use overwhelmingly, but it is going to help me out a lot. And also stuns enemies. Okay, enemy stanner. Let's just murder this countryside. I'm trying. There we go. And we get a heart for our business. Honestly, this is probably a little bit more on the risky side of things, but it's still cool. And someday I'll have to play as a dwarf, because it could be really fun to use the lightning spear. And, you know, go for a more melee-y build. Either way, let's continue on. Looks like we've got a bunch of, like, bat things, which actually, yeah, wow. I kind of am wishing I was a dwarf for all of this. Because it seems like it's easier for me to fight enemies up close and personal. Oh well, it's working out. Just gotta get around. Wow, I'm walloping him. We get a shock rune. We've got some stuff. Mind rune. Yeah, we're getting lots of runes today. Hopefully we can get some triple combiners, because I'd love to mess around with that. Not entirely sure when or where that's going to happen, but, you know, can always hope. And apparently that was the... Let's summon our zombies. Let them have some fun. Apparently that was the room where you can go down. I didn't see the door down, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Anyway, looks like the zombies are a pretty good distraction. Just kind of wish they had a little bit more health. Not like it really matters. So we get an entropy rune, and we get a mine rune. We're getting a lot of runes. Kind of wish they'd stack in your inventory. But I guess it's supposed to encourage you to find your stuff. Anyway, does not look like there's... Actually, I really like the forest tile set. I guess I just wish things were a little bit, maybe slower paced, and zoomed in a little bit so I could truly appreciate what they had done from a pixel standpoint. But as it stands, not so much so. Okay, so let's get around. Let's murder this countryside. And I guess really it's just a bunch of boxes and rats and stuff. First level's a little bit trivial once you get in. By the way, we've gone up a difficulty level. It looks like it's really just affected how much damage everything does, because I've taken a heck of a lot more from when I do get hit. So the real goal is don't get hit. Okay. Let's see, boxes. I'm looking for some more double combiners, because I'd like to expand my repertoire if possible. And it looks like we've got all sorts of things around the place. We've got that bathtub that seems to be shooting stuff out, I think. It's kind of hard to tell which enemy spell is mine and which is not. Oh, shoot. It's a rat nest. Well, whatever. Rats are far less threatening now that I have Lightning Spear, which is good. I actually really like that. And we've taken out the bathtub, so now we just have to take out the rats, which is taking longer than I was expecting. Hopefully we can get heart somewhere along the way. That purple guy. He's, I guess he's some level of, like, entropy mage. Okay, well, whatever. We get an air rune, we get this box, no hearts. But, if you look back, actually, you can see that we have some hearts on the map, which means I can go back for them. Which is good. Now, we got the stairs down, but we do have one more room that we could visit if we wanted to. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a walk back, but not the end of the world, either. Okay. So, let's... I don't know. Kind of want to just be risky and go down the stairs. Let's do it. Better loot anyway. We'll do it eventually. So we can do light levels, air levels, cooldowns, or movement speed. Let's do air levels. Why not? And go to floor 2. Still like the fact that you can save and exit between floors. More roguelikes need the ability to save in this game. Like, seriously. Anyway, let's look around. Look around. We've got... Oh, we get a speed rune. I don't see anything else. And there's only one door. So... Oh, this is... Okay, that was actually far less damaging than I was expecting. So that guy over there is presenting a bit of a complication in and of the fact that he will suck me in and cause problems. So I think we need, at this point, as much as I like Lightning Spear, we need something a little bit more... Wow, triple cursor. That's not normal. Looks like... Honestly, I'm not sure which cursor is the right one here. Well, whatever. Let's just ring around the posy and murder this guy. There we go. Murder has happened. All we have left is this cloud or something. There, it turned into a box. All right. There's another box. Murder box. Okay. Let's go back into the crafting system. We've got some stuff to do. We only have one double combiner. So what we should do is earth and speed? Why not? We get compaction. Okay, so that's a buff. Good to know. It increases the knockback of all of my spells for a short period of time. Well, let's use and abuse it. Wow, that is a very short period of time. Oh well, it's a bit too late to be thinking too hard about these things, so let's just go with what we got. And hope we get another double combiner along the way, because wow, triple cursor. I'm really not sure why there's a triple cursor. Now, I guess I do have to say a complaint about the whole, like, double and triple combiner things. I can understand a triple combiner, but I wish, like, the double combiners were far more plentiful than they actually are. Because, as it stands, I don't know. I want to mess around with all the spells that I have available to me. And I can't. Okay, so we've dropped our zombies. Oh no. We've dropped our zombies off. They both just immediately exploded into that guy. I find that a little bit on the disappointing side of things, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so we've got a couple of fart mages. We've got a couple of chaser type things. And zombies? I think they're some kind of zombie. So as long as... I guess really I should hang out over here. Or murder the fart mage. Fart mage is dead. Let's just take out the worms. Wow, I must have killed all the zombies somehow when I wasn't even paying attention. Well, let's just let Lightning Spear handle most of the problem. And just let the... Oh, whoops. I guess we have an ability. I don't know what that ability is, but we have it, and not the end of the world. Apparently there's a rune in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's like an air rune. Light rune. Okay. This level also looks a little bit more on the substantial side of things. They're also shocking me, which has far longer range than I was expecting. Hopefully we get a double combiner from this, because I'd like to mess around with some more spells. Ow. Oh well. Also, it's one of those where I'm not expecting to live too much longer than this, and that is fine by me. So we get an earth rune, we get some other stuff, not too much, and that's the only thing. There's no loot in there either. Yes, there's a, looks to be a heart over in one of the rooms we've already been in. I was having some serious trouble leaving that room. Okay, looks like it's just cold storage here, which is good. Means I have less work to do. Fortunately, it does not look like there's anything in cold storage. Kind of shame. So we've still got a couple rooms left to go, probably. And we might have a mini-boss to go. I'd love to run into an actual boss at some point, but at the same time, I get the feeling that we would have some issues with it. So, let's just summon our zombies, let them do their thing. I don't think I'm going to be a necromancer again. I'm not even sure if I want to be a chimera again. Honestly, I'm still kind of feeling out all the classes and perks in this game. They're cool conceptually, I just don't know how worth it any of them are. And apparently we've got that guy. Wow, he's flimsy. Well, let's just murdenate all of this countryside. Wow. Okay, we get a double combiner speed rune, and apparently there's another rune somewhere. Kind of wish it would indicate on the map where that other rune is. Oh, there it is. Dark rune and stumps. Unlikely for stumps to have anything in it, but it's always a possibility. Okay, we don't want to have that. Now, looks like our inventory is filling up pretty fast, and we are not combining enough. So let's do double shock, see what happens. We get chain lightning. Works for me. Goodbye, lightning spear. I'll put you in storage. Oh, it's that vortex over there where you can get rid of things. Good to know. Now let's wait for the cooldown to go and see how chain lightning is. Ooh, it's a much longer range. And since it's chains, it might actually work pretty well for us. Yeah, it's a much longer range. So I think first and foremost, we might actually want to invest in something like Magic Missile for the... we're getting nuked by the skeletons, because the skeletons just keep coming. I want to take out everything else first. Okay, so... looks like we do have some extra hearts. Now, unfortunately, it looks like Chain Lightning does not have the damage that Lightning Spear had. Not surprisingly. But, it does a fair amount of damage. I guess it's really just the DPS is lower because it shoots slower. And looks like we got some extra hearts for all of that. Trouble. Which is good, because we're going to get immediately surrounded by all... Holy shit, they're just chucking axes at me. The jerks. It's not often that I have enemies with, like, a substantial amount of range. Wow, that's quite the torrent of axes just flying at me. And I really don't have the range to deal with it. Both Chaos Bolt and Chain Lightning are a little bit on the short range side of thing. Oh well, we've killed one of them. Okay, you just die. Next up, zombies go. See if the Zambles can kill like one more of them. Okay, and then there were two. And then there was one. That hurt. It's like an archer dude. It's interesting that I can only cast spells in this game, but everybody else can use like weapons, kind of, sort of. Was not exactly expecting that. I was expecting more, like, monstery monsters and less, like, spellcaster dudes. But I guess it makes sense. Hey, it's a Maui head. That's kind of funky. Apparently, bats? He fires bats? And fart people. Well, watch out for the fart clouds. Now I got 20 seconds left on the explosive zombies. And the fart masters are hitting us hard. Like, that Maui head is actually kind of a problem. Because it's summoned quite a lot of things. I wonder if it stops summoning or if it's just an unending torrent of dudes. Both? That almost sounds like the... Maybe not the premise for a pornography, but still, come on. Bunch the Maui head. Nope. Wow, that Maui head is just enduring. I think I've got him on the ropes though. Just gotta keep chain lightning him. Beautiful. And we get a combiner so we can make a new spell. Because I like chain lightning, but I don't like it that much. Okay, and we got nests. I honestly don't even know what these things are supposed to be. Doesn't look like they're hurting me. Maybe it's just some kind of buff. That would make sense. Okay, so let's go back up, and apparently we have yet to find the staircase, which means it's got to be over here. Oh, it's got a debuff in this room. Decreases density by 38%. And there's also a heart up here, which is going to boost our survivability to a degree. Now, before we go into the next room, let's mess around with a new thing. Let's try Light Rune with Light Rune. We get Fairy Flight. Huh. It's like a defensive spell. Eventually, we're going to be able to know what all of these spell combos do, and we'll be able to pick them accordingly, which will actually save my keister a fair amount. Oh, interesting. Fairy Flight actually has a pretty fast cooldown, surprisingly. I was not expecting it to be that good. Or that fast? I don't know if I'd call it good, just fast. Now, it looks like those floaty air things are not subject to electricity, which is kind of a shame, but maybe it was just me missing. I do have to say, I like Chain Lightning the more I use it. Just wish it had faster. Okay, nothing left on this floor. We have no combos. We have a lot of runes sitting around. And what can we do? We can get a speed rune, boost our speed levels, or crit damage. Let's boost our speed levels. Even though we're not using that many speed runes, we'll probably get a double or triple combiner sooner. Anyway. And of course, this room has a buff to reduce my speed rune levels. Well, it doesn't matter that much. Wait, what's this? Oh, ow! Holy shit, do not stand in one of those. Apparently it's pain. Let's leave. And hope we get some healing along the way. And run, because we're getting trapped by stuff. Let's let our Zambles do the talking. Zambles are already dead. Go figure. I was hoping that the zombies would be a little bit more on the effective side of things, but they're not. And no use crying over spilt milk. Okay, so we've got... Ow. Okay. I do have to say the sound effects whenever you hit anybody gets really annoying really fast. Like, I might have to turn that off sooner than later. Because, I mean, we're already going pew, 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 pew constantly, which... not the end of the world, but it is definitely on the side of just, like, repetitive. And apparently we level up. So we can do Elemental Mastery. We can do Scavenger, increases more runes. Damage Dampening. Let's go with this. I wanna have a guardian. I think it must be that thing floating around me. Cool. Nothing in those boxes, nothing in those boxes. So we're actually getting close to death. It will probably happen soon enough. I'm not really that sad about it, or disappointed about it. Let's see what's through the red door. Oh, looks like we found a boss. Izilla, the Chaotic One. Well, huh. Okay, so it looks like he's let the eye go off and go on adventures. Alright, holy shit, we're very close to death. Just, what? We're almost there. Not surprisingly. We've gotten walloped pretty hard by quite a lot of things. I'm just gonna keep, yep, that laser murdered us. whatever. Death by boss, not the end of the world, and we managed to get a third of its health down, which is pretty good. So I'm going to call that a moral victory. So I will see you guys on the... Oh, right. I want to check one other thing. If we go to adventure and we go... Yeah. So apparently I ranked 102nd in the world as far as... Oh, wait, no. That's wimpy difficulty. What about regular difficulty? 59th. Yay. I'm good at this game, question mark. Actually, not really. Game just came out a couple hours ago, so I can't exactly expect particularly high rankings. Anyway, I will see you guys on the next episode of Runers, where we will go off and maybe beat Mr. Igor Man. Probably not. Either way, see you guys then, and as always, thanks for watching.